mercy, Christ have mercy, Lord have mercy. Hello, it is Saturday. Let me go on live on Facebook. Yes, going live right now. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Hello, hello, hello. I hope everyone had a nice day. It's Saturday, September 4th. I got a lot to talk about. Ooh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. My phone decided to tell me that my battery is low. So if my phone turns off, I'm streaming right now on YouTube. It's Jenna Kirisoa, same spelling on YouTube. So sorry if my phone dies on Facebook. Switch over to YouTube really fast. Anyways, I wanted to say I watched that movie Respect with Jennifer Hudson on the life of Aretha Franklin. That was a very, very heavy but very interesting movie. I'm going to talk about that for a little bit. Also, where's my notebook at? I always take notes. Lots of weird things going on. I posted a very interesting documentary I wanted to share about a little bit about my day. So, really fast. So, give me a little bit of a mini break. Let me go turn the volume down because audio Bible's going. It's kind of distracting me. So, hang on one sec. I'll be right back. Oh, yes. It's a nice day because, believe it or not, the feeling of work and accomplishment and getting out of the house and socializing and doing productive things put you in a great mood. So, very, very happy. Let me invite someone really fast. I always like to just give people the opportunity to see whether or not they want to, associate with me on public platforms. I really don't think my battery is going to last. I totally didn't check this in. I did not get to watch the ending. I took a, but overall, without seeing any other biography of Miss Aretha Franklin, without knowing any other backstory, just watching this film, this adaptation of her life, just the pure movie itself, I'm actually kind of disappointed with how they delivered her story. That's probably why I didn't get high reviews, because it felt kind of as if there was more unanswered questions. I felt I was confused, like who's that person, or how did. That's my only complaint. Aside from that, though, like they did an exquisite job with it, like the cast getting the way that they captured as if you were really going through some of the crises that she was going through, that she experienced in her life. So with that regard, they truly captured a lot. Over the years, I was in this one class when I was in junior high, one of the best classes I can ever think of. I think they should have more of them. It was really fun. It was called The History of Rock and Roll. And I remember learning about Aretha Franklin in there. And over the years, just different little tidbits, things on biography, like not too much, just seeing her character and how she carried herself, and the songs that she wrote and what the songs were about. The Blues Brothers. It's kind of funny. But her role in there was actually very important, and her life, what they portrayed in the film, I'm assuming is very, very difficult things, and a lot of people pull on strings and trying to control her, battle with, in the movie, the issues of alcohol, her father being working with Martin Luther King Jr. and being very close with him and the civil rights movement. What I loved, especially about movies that take place in that particular era with the and viewers, is just how they really carried themselves and how they dressed. Back in the day, it wasn't they have the same fashion standards, and the way that they carried themselves with the family unit was very, very important. So again, I'll bring this up again. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Whenever I heard as the America where family was priority, that's what I think about when Make America Great. When it didn't matter what race you were, it didn't matter what was going on in the country. All you were concerned about was your family, proud fathers, and that it was something that was, to be celebrated, praiseworthy. So in that regard, I absolutely love that they capture that. Um, you could see that she had some struggles, obviously. Uh, I don't want to reveal. I don't like to reveal too much. That's overall. Definitely check it out, please. I highly recommend that one as well. Respect. Um, that one song, "Think." It had been a while since I had heard that one, and listening to the lyrics, "Think about what you're trying to do to me." Um, it's like, yeah, I wish people would think a little bit more. Like, what are you trying to do? Like, are you trying to cause some problems? Because yeah, we're gonna have some problems. Hey, Nikki, are you a fan of Aretha Franklin? Have you heard that song "Respect" and some of her classics? Yes, I definitely. It seemed like it's a good time to bring up that movie too. Um, I don't like jumping on like race issues too much because there's just so much going on in the world and so many opinions and thoughts to be had and said. Um, but when we talk about the civil rights issue, they mentioned the nonviolent tactic and to show people your character through your behavior, your actions. Yes, definitely. If you get an opportunity to see the movie, definitely. We rented it for 2 days, so if by chance you want to come over and watch it tomorrow, you're welcome to. Right now, considering the whole thing about mortality rates, high mortality rates, especially for pregnant women. Um, I'm tempted to plug in this phone, but at the same time, I don't want to mess up the live. I probably won't be on here too long then. My battery might die. I forgot to plug it in. It's at 15%. So we'll see what happens. Um, Definitely check that out. I posted a documentary. Was bringing out crazy stuff, and I'm pushing my cause for Jesus Christ in the kingdom of God. And I just be trying to tell people like especially about the abortion issue, they get hecka triggered when I start like bringing up like you shouldn't kill babies, and they be like, you aren't for women, you don't know how it's like, you're gonna get more women are gonna get hurt. Whether or not I say something, it's. Have you guys seen that movie Soul Man with Eddie Murphy? I don't remember that. I just remember the scene where he's on the beach and he's throwing back sea stars into the ocean. And then it's one of those little parables where it's like, you can't save all of them. And it's like, yeah, well, I'm not trying to save all of them. I'm trying to save the ones that I can't. I know that people are going to die and suffer regardless of what I say. But if there's someone that could get rescued or could like prevent someone from getting hurt, that's what I'm trying to do, like cause a little bit of prevention. um I don't know. So I posted that documentary, um and it's one of those things where once you just kind of like realize that there's a lot more going on than meets the eye, then you'll start to kind of see other things a little bit differently and realize, where are my thoughts actually coming from? Who was giving me my thoughts? Like, where did I get my certain ideas from? I think once you start to question where your thoughts are coming from, you'll begin to take control of them and, like, you know what? I don't like this opinion that's been thrust upon me. Um, so, for example, like the movie Inception, that one, the first time I saw Inception, I was like, oh my God, this is so epic. And then I watched it again. And I was pulled into the love side, the heartache with Leonardo DiCaprio's character. I don't even know his name. I forgot his character, and not being able to see his wife Maul. The entire premise of the movie is to implant an idea into someone's brain so that they will not, you know, continue taking over this business. He was going to create a monopoly on something, and they needed to stop him from creating this monopoly. And they wanted to implant this idea, and it seemed like it was so extensive and hard. Like, how the hell are they going to accomplish this? Like, they went into like different levels of this guy's subconscious and his dream to implant this one idea, and they made it seem like it was so astronomically impossible. Like, it's so hard to implant an idea in someone's head, and that in itself was the easiest implantation into your brain. For you to think that it is hard to implant an idea onto you, That was the easiest implantation right there. You're getting implanted ideas all the time. You're getting presented with new information. But the way that the media does it, they do it through music. I don't usually like to put sound or any background music in any of my videos. Like TikTok, they give you a plethora of audio, right? I'm like, no, I'm just gonna talk just plain back and forth with you guys. I don't need music to. I don't like to use it because I don't want to feel as if like I'm manipulating you. Because a lot of times when you're watching something, you don't realize it. They bring the music in quietly and subtly, and they kind of raise it up, and they get you into it, and they get you pumped up and ready, and like or inspired, So be very, very careful with music. That in itself is a way of manipulating you and implanting ideas. You're a lot more receptive to things once you're enjoying something. Another thing that they do, if there's something heavy, a heavy topic, or something that's like highly contentious or controversial, notice the female people around. Usually, because if you watch the documentary, they're trying to cover up this Pizzagate thingy, and they got this Fox News reporter talking to this guy, right? The thing that's interesting is like her outfit. She's got her shoulders exposed, and she's looking extra attractive woman to interview him, and pretty much just exonerated him. So that's another manipulation when you start to see more skin and cleavage and level of attractiveness. Consider the music, level of attractiveness, and what the information is being told to you. Like, they're trying to get your attention. Like that, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Certain colors, definitely certain voices and tones. Be very, very mindful. Definitely, always be mindful of what they're trying to do to rope you in and to use your senses. With my TikTok videos, whenever I can get back on to TikTok, the last few ones I've made have just been black and white. I've just used black and white filters. And if I could do a black and white filter on Facebook, I would. Because I just think like I'm to the point where I'm pretty much just probably going to do podcasts most of the time now, and then videos as infrequently as possible, just so you can get the information. Because I'm not trying to cause any distractions or whatever. My room, so it's hot and uncomfortable in here. I don't do anything extra glam. So, speaking of which, yeah, I'm kind of like, ugh, acne's come back. Whatever. Anyways, life goes on. But I had a really nice day. I went to the library today, and it is such a nice environment. It is really a good environment. You should totally hit up your library and get into some of those resources, like the library card. That thing is like a golden ticket, okay? Because what I'm actually thinking about doing is when I finish, they have a lot of courses on there that you can take free, just free little courses. And they have one that's like 12 hours, some that's 4 hours, some that might take you a week. Even if like it's not from like some reputable school or whatever, if you're looking for work and you need to spruce up your resume or your portfolio, just a little bit more cred for whatever business. If you're starting your own business and you just need a little bit more certification, you feel you want some more credibility, get a library card. Have the librarians there explain to you where all the free resources are. Like, I wish I were better with technology, because I would just pull up this. Just go to your library, ask them for like the resources for all the classes, and get your certificate printed up. Put it in your portfolio. You go to your job interview. You show them, yeah, I've taken all these additional classes, or whatever. Or if you're starting your own business, just straight up say, like, dude, I have a certificate. And most people, honestly, they don't really ask, but in case you needed something to kind of like back it up, like you could say, I have like 5 years of experience and I have a certificate, something like that. It just kind of adds a little bit more credibility. So I'm working on for the professional organizing, going in tandem. It's like I'm getting a certificate in it though, so you know that it's definitely it's worth it. Like I've double earned it. Okay, like I've got more proof and verification of my work right here. because of this class. It's really good information, and I'm not trying to be flippant or sarcastic about it. It's like there's got so much like oh my goodness. Next time, I'm going to pull it up and have it on the computer when I share it. Yeah, totally. You got DVDs you can look at. Really cool. I like having the actual disc and looking at the envelope or the sleeve or whatever it comes in the case, because like it just seems as if when you have one of the reasons why I don't like the smart TVs and the smartphones and using computers, things don't feel as like they're as important anymore. Things don't feel as sacred. They don't feel as unique or exclusive. It doesn't feel like it's everything is just so smushed together that you can't, or they're not as they don't leave that much of an imprint, or an imprint in your brain, because it's just like, oh, it's like, let me just get on the computer and let me just swipe really fast, and then you just kind of things just get blurred and it's not really stuck. So when you have the DVD, I don't have any DVDs over here. What do I have over here? Ooh, what does Jenna have? I got this really cool book from a little community library. It's called The Merc. So I need to read this still. I'm working on it. This is a video game. Okay, it's called Devil May Cry. Right here. So let's pretend this is a DVD. I would seriously just be reading this. Ooh. Oh, look at this picture right here. I used to play this game. Devil May Cry. I didn't get really far in it, honestly, because I'm not really a big fan of... Capcom's pretty cool. It's fun, I guess. I don't know. I just never really got into it. But yeah, I would seriously, just flip through here, because another thing too, publishing, Scott Bayless, Adam Boyes, Ray Jimenez, Gary Lake, Craig Kuwadwa, Dave Witcher. I don't know who these people are, but their names are written in here. And you know what? I want to give out props to you. Marketing. Ooh. Nike Jors, Emily and Noodle, Lolly. Ooh, that's for marketing. I don't know who these people are, but they've worked with Devil May Cry with Capcom. And this is a really cool picture too. So this is what I'm talking about. If you're on Amazon picture book, this is really neat. And they're teaching you how to connected with it, if that makes sense. So if someone gives me a physical thing, what is this? Hack infection. I never played any of these ones too. I like to watch anime. I didn't really play the games too much. Kingdom Hearts. I never actually played Kingdom Hearts. I just watched my brother and sister play it, it was a movie. So right here. I've never actually played Hack, but I'm looking at the pictures. So that's my big complaint with streaming and having everything on your computer or your tablet or your whatever, because I just feel so detached. I'm everything's just, it's not real to me. It's just digital, and it's I need something tangible. So that's my struggle with why I would still rather go to the library, check out a DVD or an audio CD, bring it to my house, and then take it back. I'm about that life now, because you really appreciate it too. And I'm beginning to realize before, I'm thinking you should always get, if you can get something for free, it's a good thing. And I'm there's nothing wrong with free stuff. But at the same time, I'm also realizing when she put a price on something though, that the demand for it sometimes goes up. You see that there's quality. It's no, you don't just get this anymore. You got to work for it now. That's where it is. It's just a mind thing where it's it's worth this much. And you're going to pay for it that much, whatever it is. Whether it's, I went to, what was it? Jackson's automobile place for car work. Yes. Oh my goodness. The car's working great. I need to actually finish my review. But they had a sign of their price up there. And it's they talked, I think I took a picture of it. I don't know, but they had a standard flat rate price. This is what we're paying. It's not about, this is what you're going to expect. If there's anything additional, you'll be charged for it, but they're not going to go anything lower. And I'm thank you. There should be just a standard flat rate, and it's based on the quality of work that you're getting, not the speed necessarily. And from my experience, my parents' experience with their vehicles and all the other reviews I'm seeing, I'm it makes sense. You guys got a good business, and it's it's right there from the very upfront. from the very beginning. Like, you know what you're going to expect, you know what you're going to pay, and that should be the standard of everything. Um, that's why I kind of take issues when people are always trying to when they do the price matching thing. You go to someone like Amazon, and then it just totally drives the market. Like everything else is just has to come down to it because they can afford to run their business model like that, and everyone else has to conform. And you may not be getting the best quality, or you have a business who's like, we know our stuff is. The issue is though, is like you have some people who are like trying to give you questionable quality, or they can afford to drop their price so low everyone else has to go to their level, and then in the long run it's immediate gratification for the consumer, like immediately like, okay, we're going to save money. We're going to save money. In the long run though, everyone ends up losing because business, and then they have to cut corners here and cut corners there, and then give it like 5-10 years after everyone's had to cut corners, then the value of the product isn't there anymore because it's been watered down by people trying to slash prices, trying to over compete. I think if you have a good product charging for it universally, you can't there can be times when you have, deals and promotions and breaks, but if you have someone that's constantly driving it down, yeah, you'll benefit in the short run. In the long run, though, everyone else is going to suffer. And yeah, certain things, not everything. I didn't go into any specifications, so you can figure out what kind of quality I'm talking about, whatever products you're selling. So that's kind of what's on my mind today. I don't really think I have anything else. Watch the movie Respect. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, I remember as a child trying to sing R-E-S-P-E-C-T and not knowing what I was spelling. Find out what it means to me and just rambling off random alphabets. Now I'm like, yeah, R-S-P-E-C-T. That makes a lot more sense. And think. Damn straight, please think. Whew, you don't want to turn me into psycho you-know-what anymore. I'm a little bit crazy. Anyways, I hope everyone, whenever you see this, I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good night. I'm praying for you all always, that you will understand why I can just run my mouth. Like, I love Jesus that much. It's kind of like the whole Ricky Gervais thing at the awards. It's like, I don't care. I don't care. Like, you're all friends with Jeffrey Epstein. Like, I'm at the point where I don't care. Whatever. Life goes on, or it doesn't. You know what? I'm so sure that there is no point in us trying to enjoy an entire lifetime on Earth in like 70 to 90 years of our life on average. Like, there's too much time. Your body isn't going to age and fall apart. I'm looking forward to being able to travel, and I'm so glad I got to see this before I died. Like, it's on my bucket. Like, no, I don't want to live like that, thinking like, if only, like, oh, I always wanted to do that. Oh, I always wanted to go there. Like, I don't even want to talk about that. Like, no, I don't want to run anything in life that I was afraid of at this point. I wouldn't even video today, right? I finally saw, I've been seeing it floating around for a while. I finally watched it. It said, watch till the end. Watch till the end and you'll be happy that you did. I watched till the end. And I literally said, I'm not happy with this ending. I wasted 6 minutes of my life right now. The headings told me to watch till the end and I wouldn't be disappointed. I was disappointed. That's the kind of stuff where I'm like, that was misleading. I mean, it was entertaining to watch, and I'd probably pull the same techniques. It was a high-speed chase. I'd probably be doing donuts, and then by the time they did pull me over, I'd probably still have to do some kind of extra dance routine just for entertainment, because I'm like, if I'm going down, I might as well just have fun with it. And you're going down with me. So, yep. Anyway, little side note. Katy Perry. There's this music video called Bon Appetit. It's really creepy because she's creepy. She used to be a gospel singer. Her parents, I believe her father's a pastor. And now she's doing creepy satanic stuff. That's to go to show you, though. Parents, do not ever, 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 ever be like Eli with his sons in the book of Samuel, who, even though he was a priest and he raised Samuel, his sons were a bunch of jerks, and they're taking advantage of, God's house and crap. Don't ever think because, I raised my child in the church, or my child went aside or a break or sit in the backseat, you'd be like, okay, you go to church, you pray to Jesus, yay God. Like, no, I'm sorry. With this era with phones and everything, you still got to be very, 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 very active. You got to be talking to them. You got to be telling them about, like, the world is not, you cannot be going through the world through rose-colored glasses. Like, I was going through the world wearing rose-colored glasses for a while. You got to give them some harsh reality. I mean, I'm sure as a parent when it's appropriate, what they can handle, what they can't handle. But the thing is, like, there still needs to be conversations about how the world works, what to expect sometimes, like social media especially, and the fact that the devil is very, very charismatic, and he'll come at you very presenting you. I told you about the manipulation with the music and the aesthetics and the lights and the cameras and the beautiful colors and the beautiful cinematography, and everything's perfect. He was an angel of light. He was probably really attractive and handsome and gregarious and all this cool stuff and charismatic. And a couple of times in her life where she was with this gentleman who she thought was great, and then it turns out he was trying to pretty much just take over and control her. That's kind of like how Satan does things. It's kind of like the government, an abusive relationship. We promise we'll do better. It's not going to happen again. How many times have I heard that? It feels like I am being abused by my government. There's no, but thankfully parents do. And Jenna cares. That's why she's over here running her mouth. It's really because I care. If I didn't care, trust me, if I didn't care about people and you and women and children and men and fathers and all that crap, if I did not care, I wouldn't even be here. I wouldn't be in this town. I'd be gone. I would have already disappeared. Probably wouldn't stick around. Why? Because I wouldn't care, but I do care. So I want to say love you guys. Hope you have a good night. I probably am not going to do a live stream at all tomorrow, but Monday, it's a good chance I'll be here on Monday. And yeah, until then, though, take care. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Whenever I see you again, take care. And God's peace as always. Hopefully you go to church tomorrow, you degenerates. Yes, please go to church if you can go to church. This thing always freezes. Well, take care, everyone.
Hello. I hope everyone had a nice day.
Yes.